Graham here with Zombat 101 to demonstrate the basic perfect design for a good zombie hunting weapon. Basically what we have is a good T shape. Now the most important thing is that you start with a good blade or spike firmly screwed in. Now this has to be either small enough to get through the gate of the eye or sturdy enough to pierce a skull when it's on the ground. Now these blades that I have bolted in here don't necessarily have to be blades. They're for hooking and trapping. So basically what those are for is before the zombie approaches me, I can hook its leg and then either stab downwards to get into the skull or just trip it and move away. Then what we also have here is we've used some old belts to give myself a nice little hand guard, a good place to hold it. That's going to be really important too for the bottom spikes. Now the second most important thing with this whole design is the use of snares. For some reason they're never used in zombie movies. Now what we got here is at least 2 snares attached to this guy with a nice carabiner so that they don't get too confused with each other. Here's a nice easy one. Now I could just put this over the head of really, any zombie that I see. And like that, all I gotta do is pull, now he's mine. I can control him any way I want. And it's also important to notice that the snares aren't permanently attached. So I can hand this zombie off to another person. I can tie this to something. I can just release it. And then we also have a ground snare. Now this one is definitely attached to the bottom. So this is a guy that I can basically pull out, if a zombie is getting close to me, throw this one down on the ground real easy, wait for the zombie to step in, pull back, and that's why it's really important to have a good ground spike. Now usually you want to have one pointing down, but since I don't want to destroy my house, we only have one pointing forward. Once the zombie's down, I can basically kick that into the skull, pull it right back out. If there's a zombie behind me, in front. Now even a weapon like this long, does work really good in tight spaces. And it's really important to remember, spikes over blades, almost always. And thank you for watching. If you want to see more of our videos, look up Zombat 101.